welcome to City Connection. I'm Glenda Jackson, and today we're at Zander Gallery on Main Street in downtown Ventura at a very exciting event. We're actually at a little workshop where Melanie Taylor, world-renowned serigraph artist, is teaching children how to paint Mickey Mouse. And Melanie's going to tell us all about this exciting poster that's behind us, but I'd like to welcome you to the show, Melanie.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
Now, I understand this is a very special painting that's behind us, and can you tell us what it is?
Yes, it is the official artist's picture for the Millennium Rose Parade. And I was commissioned by the Tournament of Roses and the Walt Disney Company to create a picture commemorating visions of the future. So the painting is all about this great and positive future we have ahead of us. And Mickey Mouse is the Grand Marshal of the picture, and he's conducting the universe and leading us into the new century with all kinds of hope and dreams come true.
Well, it's exciting. I mean, it just literally, there's so much excitement in this that can you give us a little explanation, because there's so many things happening in here, and with, of course, Mickey Mouse, the focal point.
Right. Mickey Mouse is the focal point. He's standing in front of a blue crystal rose, which is a symbol of the Rose Parade and to remember the beauty that flowers bring into our lives. Roy Disney, if you go down to the bottom of the picture, was the Grand Marshal of the Tournament of Roses this year. And so he is leading the parade in a vintage white Packard automobile. And Disney stands for using your imagination in the future to help solve all our problems. If you jump into your time machine right here, you will be taken back to the past, to the time of Merlin and the time of the dragons, where we can use the wisdom of Merlin to help us solve our problems. We will be saving the rainforest and the animals that live there. Prince Charming and Cinderella will remind us that all of us will live happily ever after in the future. The Statue of Liberty stands for freedom for all, standing tall and proud for freedom. And there are many space stations and all kinds of visions of going into outer space and exploring the galaxies of our universe.
Wow, that's really, really interesting. Now, initially I referred to it as painting, which is incorrect. This is a serigraph?
It's called a serigraph.
Can you tell me explain what a serigraph is?
Sure. A serigraph is a silk screen print. A lot of people have seen them in trade shows where they might see someone silk screening a t-shirt. Well, it's done the same way, except at a fine art printer. And a picture like this can have over 100 colors and take a year to make.
Now, how long did this one take you? A year?
Yes, it took about a year between drawing the picture, then painting the picture, then having it made into 500 serigraphs, and then signing the whole edition. And then the artist at the bottom will sign it right here, and we'll put a number right here. Like this is number 18 over 50. So every picture has a number, and there are limited editions.
Now, how did you get into this type of art? It's very beautiful and very talented, and and especially your involvement with Mickey.
I know. Well, I used to be a teacher, and I'm back here in Ventura to teach again because life's a circle. But I used to be a teacher, and I loved art, and I loved teaching people the beauty that I saw in the world. And sometimes people are so wrapped up in their lives, and they have to get from point A to point B, and they're late, and they forget to see the beauty of the trees and the flowers and everything around them. And that's what I think art is for. And I thought if I painted a series of pictures commemorating all the great American events of our country, it would help people remember the beauty of the time we are living in.
That's true.
So these pictures, if you look all around the room, are all about everything in America that's absolutely wonderful.
And how did you become involved doing the Mickey Mouse portion?
Because I was an artist that commemorated all the great events, all the movie moguls were collecting my art too. And the movie moguls at the Walt Disney Company and Warner Brothers and Paramount and Universal, Spielberg's, and George Lucas, all asked me around the same time if I would commemorate their great events. And so I have a series on all the great movie and studio celebrations. And so Mickey Mouse is starring in Fantasia 2000, which was just now released in the movie theaters. And so this is a scene from Fantasia 2000. And this is actually Roy Disney, the co-chairman of the Walt Disney Company, his favorite pose from the whole movie. We went through the archives and he pulled this pose out, and where Mickey is conducting the universe like that, he just wanted that particular pose. It was so dramatic. So I was lucky enough to have his special vision of Mickey Mouse.
Well, it's truly, I mean, it's the only word to describe it is it's an exciting, it's almost alive.
Thank
I mean,
you.
It just leaps off that silk string.
It's supposed to feel like it's in motion, like the universe is in motion.
Well, it is. Now the event here today, working with the children and teaching them how to do the images of Mickey Mouse, that's to benefit an organization, or it's working with
An organization called Kids Art, and it provides art materials to children who are abused or are in foster homes and orphanages. And we are out here painting. I'm teaching children how to paint Mickey Mouse, and we're going to do a drawing and a painting because I want to inspire children to love art as much as I do. And I think we're in an age of computers and science and math right now, and I'm worried that children aren't getting in touch with their creativity, and that I'm hoping that this will inspire them, no matter what they end up doing, to remember to always imagine.
Well, that's great. I mean, just walking in, there were so many children out here, and I think one of the main draws, of course, is everybody loves Mickey Mouse. I mean, he's such a happy character, and he's, I think, an inspiration to everybody, young and old alike. But what was the turnout? How many children do you think that you worked with?
We probably had more than 100 children today. We've had them coming in every hour, more and more children, and hopefully that we'll do this again soon, and we'll even get more people to come and bring their children, and we'll do it again.
Thanks for watching this episode of City Connection. Please stay tuned for the council meeting that follows immediately after, and we'll see you next time.